having a little lunch along the back roads of America. I just came down from Butler, Indiana, taking all the back roads, seeing what's going on in the good old US of A, and talking to a lot of people about their disdain for the high price of diesel fuel, which is over $5 a gallon. And I used to get it in Texas years back for under $1 a gallon. But long story made short, ladies and gentlemen, the American Constitution Enforcement Act. That Constitution is something that's the law of the land here in the good old US of A. And apparently these current administration lackeys have got the idea that the Constitution can just be ignored. So I left a couple of messages with my new friend, Brian McGinnis, the Marine that gave him hell up there in the Senate. I guess that was Armed Services Committee or something, where he was telling everybody we don't want your damn war for Israel and to stop this bullshit in Iran and Gaza. Has a beautiful family, by the way. Brian does. The McGinnis family is an incredible family. And there's a lot of incredible families across my America. You see, folks, my ancestors were partially, I got just a smidgen of Algonquin blood in me. And then my English ancestors, they came in 1618 to the outer neck of Virginia from England in a rowboat. You know, stroke. They came from England to the Americas in a rowboat over 400 years ago. America belongs to me. Now, some people will try to tell you that, I've experienced my cheese sliding off my cracker, but story be told, there was no place to dock the ship. So they got in a rowboat and they rowed ashore. They came here in a rowboat, row your boat, over 400 years ago to the outer neck of Virginia. And they knew if they didn't start growing something to eat, well, they're going to starve. So the farming community at Withams, Virginia, well, it's a testimony to itself. Okay, folks, let's get on to the American Constitution Enforcement Act. That's where, the release of the Epstein sewage, because that's what all those files are. They're sewage about Don Trump and the Epstein cult, the cult of Trump and Epstein, and a whole bunch of other slime balls in there too. But they had to pass a law to enforce the open records laws of the United States concerning the giant cover-up and whitewash of the Epstein mess. So I got a hold of Mr. Marine McGinnis this morning. I left a message with him that the American Constitutional Enforcement Act has to be, we got to have an emergency cutoff switch here. We got to have one of those emergency stop breaker switches on this government, because people like Donald Trump they're not going to heaven. That's for damn sure, Donald Trump. You ain't going to heaven, buddy. That cruise missile killing 150 or 60 little Iranian kids at that school in Iran. Sorry, Mr. Trump. That was completely unnecessary. And this goofbag son-in-law of yours, Jared Kushner, has he got any military experience at all? He's the one that suggested we start this whole war, so you went with what your son-in-law told you to do? Is that what you're telling everybody now, Donald Trump? You need your ass jerked out of there, Donald Trump, because you're I think the word for you is you're nuts. You're crazy, you're insane, you're psychotic. You're, well, apparently, you're not the peace president, and your peace board's a joke. But in any event, folks, there you have it. The American Constitutional Enforcement Act. It's time for a fire council of the American people. The American people need to have fire councils all over the nation. Oh, there's one. They're shooting at me. And it's time to circle the wagons. And then, of course, spread the word. Spread the word, folks, because this out-of-control government, well, it's got to get neutered. Now I got to see who's shooting at me now. I guess apparently somebody's shooting at me from over here on this ridge. Bye.